Welcome back. I am Jonathan Fingston, and we're still playing through Dragon Quest One. In the last video, we went ahead and got the leather shield and the leather suit. So we pretty much doubled our defense, got up to level 5, learned the Sizz spell, and we went to the new town of Garenham or Galenholm, up in the northwest corner of the continent. In this video, I'm going to actually make my way over to the northeast, and we're going to go ahead and hit the third village of the game, and hopefully we'll get to see some new monsters on the way. So the place we're going to is it's called Cole. It's a woodland village nestled in the mountains. So let's make our way out there. All right. So once we get out of this battle, if you notice, there's a path leading down through the swamp tiles. There's actually a cave down there. That's going to lead to that continent on the middle of the eastern edge of the map. That'll lead to the village of Remuldar, where we'll eventually get the keys. Also in that cave is a really powerful dragon. Go ahead and skip that for now. Once again, we're actually going to make our way north and hit up the village of Cole. For a second, I thought we were going to make it all the way there without actually hitting anyone. So let's kill off the Dracolite. And then before going into town, yeah, let's see if we can't find some new monsters real quick. Otherwise, that's just boring. Alright, so hopefully we'll find some monster other than the Dracolite, because those Sizzes are just obnoxious. Alright, here we go. Here's the Scorpion. Couple things to know about him. One, your attack, your normal attack, really isn't going to do much. He has an incredibly high defense. However, on the plus side, he's normal weakness to spells. So when you're fighting him, don't use your attack. Go ahead and use the Sizz spell. Make sure that you save enough MP to use that, and you can take him down in one hit. This is actually going to be a great place to train up a little bit, get a couple more levels under your belt, and get up a bunch of gold. With that, we'll actually head on into town, and I'll show you that. Actually, here, this is the weapons shop. There's no new weapons. It's the same iron axe, but they did expand to the full plate armor, which is actually an incredibly strong defensive item. Still, the leather shield as opposed to like an iron shield. But at this point, once again, I'm going to stick with my current items. However, once again, this is a great place if you want to level up a little bit. Go ahead and do that outside of town. Pay no attention to the shiny golden item over there. Whole bunch of nice people here in town. You can go ahead and just kind of explore a little bit. You got the public baths. Here you can, you know what? I'm not even going to touch this one. Not even going to comment on it. Anyways, if you go through the drawers up here, you got plain clothes. and a Seed of Strength. So this is our first stat boosting item. So when you go ahead and use these, you'll randomly be assigned, an increase. For this one, it's between 1 and 3. So there, obviously, I got the low end. I only got +1 strength. If you notice right here, there's a shiny item. In the original versions, you would literally just have to be searching the ground. It was just a command. In these later remakes, they've actually delineated or marked where items are hidden. If you go ahead and pick it up, it's the Faerie Flute. They'll actually build up to that later on. Storyline is that they tell you that there's a special item just below the baths. But other than that, if you wanted to, you can come up here, talk to this guy. He's going to tell you that in order to kill the Dragon Lord, we actually need the sword of the legendary hero, Erdrick or Lodo. Be careful when you're stepping on those tiles. It does hurt you with each step. If you come down here, this is actually how you access the item shop. So if you talk to him, we still have the herb, torch, and scale. We can now finally buy the Chimera Wing. When you use this, it just instantly transports you. So it's just a teleport back to the main castle, and you're safe. So when you talk to this guy, this is where we get the storyline of the Faerie Flute. So there's a village in the I guess it's south central of the map. It's called Cantlin in most versions. I forget what they call it in this one. But in order to access it, you have to fight this towering golem. And there's one thing that you can do to make that battle really easy, and here he's telling you the Faerie Flute. So obviously that's the item that we just got. If you go ahead and use it in wild encounters, it has the potential to put enemies to sleep. I've never had much success with it. I usually don't go ahead and waste my time with it. Up here you've got the inn increased to 12 gold per stay. But at this point, I'm really just going to go ahead and start training out in the open world. So hopefully we can exit the town, and hopefully we'll get to see some new monsters. One thing to be aware of, if you stay, to the south of the village and to the west, you'll mainly fight those Dracolites and the Scorpion. If you start wandering off to the east, you have the potential to fight the Skeleton. He's the strongest monster in this area. Until you level up a bit, I wouldn't go over there. Stick to the west, just to be a little bit safe. Be wary of the Sizz spell from the Dracolite, and be sure to use the Sizz spell on the Scorpion to take him down. All right, so we're closing in on the 10-minute mark for this one. Just gained a level up to level 6, so I'm gonna call it here. I'll do some more training off camera, and just gonna be leveling up. At this point in time, you actually have a couple of options of where you can go. If you wanted, you could make your way south to the village of Rimuldar. It's the one, if you see the shiny spot in the middle of a lake, along the eastern edge. You can make your way there, get some good weapons, armor, some great training in that area, especially with the gold golem. Otherwise, you could actually make your way west. And if you see the shiny dot about halfway down the map on the western side, there's actually a cave there where we could get a whole bunch of stat boosting items. I'm first going to make my way to Remildar. Just level up, just kind of grind my way through it. That way I can just kind of breeze through the mid game. You can choose whichever you want, but that's the path I'm taking. Hope you've enjoyed it thus far, and stay tuned for the next video where, once again, we'll go hit Rimuldar, we'll go get some keys, then that'll open up a whole bunch of avenues for us. So thanks for watching and stay tuned.